What's up, y'all? In this week's video, I'm going to talk about a few tips you can use to memorize a speech. The first tip I have is to break your speech up into smaller pieces and memorize it from there. By breaking your speech up into smaller pieces like paragraphs, or if the paragraphs are bigger, into even smaller chunks from there, it makes the speech seem a lot less daunting to memorize. This is because it is broken up into smaller pieces and it's easier to wrap your brain around. So, for example, in the FFA Creed, it's broken up into 6 paragraphs. So, start by memorizing the first one, then go to the second, third, and on. My second tip for memorizing a speech is to take it one word at a time. Literally. So basically what I mean by this is exactly what it sounds. You're going to start out with the first word and say that. Then you're going to go say the first word and then the second word. Then the first, second, and third word. Then the first, second, and fourth word, and on and on. This makes memorizing the speech a lot easier because it has to do with repetition. Our brains like repetition. And the more we repeat the same thing, the easier it is to memorize. It'll look a little something like this. I believe in, I believe in the future, and on from there. The next tip I have when memorizing a speech is that whenever you're going through memorizing it paragraph by paragraph, you're going to start the next paragraph and memorizing that by starting with the last line of the previous paragraph. This again has to do with repetition, so that whenever you're in the middle of delivering the actual speech, whenever you hit that last line of the previous paragraph, you immediately know and have it locked into your brain what the next paragraph is going to say, and you don't have to think about it. The next tip I have for you all is to practice, practice, practice. And I don't mean taking this 30 minutes at a time, sitting down and practicing. I mean every little chunk of time that you have. It could be in the shower, it could be while you're cooking breakfast, it could be while you're getting ready in the morning. Sit there and practice the speech. Those little chunks of time really add up, and by doing this, it also shows that you can give the speech anywhere and you're prepared to give it at any time. Now, the final little tip that I have for you when memorizing a speech is that whenever you're going through and memorizing it, write down and take notes of little voice inflections, hand movements, or movements around the stage or room that you're going to make. Now, this may sound a little crazy, but what I mean by this is it has to do with repetition again. Whenever you know exactly what you're going to do with your hands, exactly where you're going to be, exactly how you're going to say the words, it makes it a lot easier to memorize because you're saying it that exact way every single time. So print out a physical copy of your speech and highlight little places or make little notes or arrows where you want to do certain movements and say certain words. That pretty much does it for this video. If you liked the video, hit it with a like. If you didn't, hit it with a dislike. Let me know what you thought in the comments down below. Also, if you want to see more videos regarding FFA, any advice, tips, and tricks regarding the organization, make sure to hit the subscribe button. And without further ado, I will see you guys next week.